Right, so we're going to start off on ecom. So it's very simple again for ecom. You've got all the projects. I'm going to give you projects for each type of landing page that you're ever going to need to write. I'm going to do a separate video for like design for all of them. Very simple, but to be honest, if you ever work with an e-commerce brand, it's very rare that you're ever going to need to actually design this. And the reason for that is they just want the copy. A lot of the time they've got a full team, they've got a design team that's going to be able to put this into Replo. But if not, I'm going to show you how to quickly use templates, and then all you basically need to do is plug in your copy and take images and put them in as well. But the most important thing is your copy, because this is long form copy. It takes a little bit more skill. It needs to line up with the ads that they're running. So I'm going to show you how to do it. First of all, below this, you're going to have the project creation files for this. Basically, you're going to put in all of the examples into here, and then you've got instructions here. Then all we need to do is, there's a few different ways that you can do this. You can use your brand brief and your mechanism and your research documents, and you can put all of that in, or you can just use a product page, or you could use a VSL ad script. So let's say that you're running an ad that's like a 5-minute VSL in-feed ad to this advertorial. You can give it a brand brief, then you could give it the VSL script and have it run on the same angle as that VSL script. That works really well. But let's just show you how this thing works. So the first thing that I'm going to do is actually just show you an example. So we've got our little product here. It's like a sleep supplement. And I'm basically just going to take the brand brief and plug that in here. So I'm going to say, write a 1500 word advertorial for this sleep supplement. Copy and paste that in. And then that's going to go ahead and create our advertorial. Now, what this is going to look like is going to look similar to like this kind of thing, right? It's going to follow a very similar, all advertorials follow this kind of similar structure, right? And you'll notice that here. So by Dr. Lisa Chen, it's normally Sarah Chen that they use. Sarah Martinez, I love these AI names. So this is something that you need to remember. You need to change these names. If the brand that you're working with has someone that like a brand ambassador that you can use, then use that person. If not, use whatever names you want. That's what I'm going to say. But let's just take a look at this. The sleep crisis that's destroying millions of lives and the natural sleep solution that finally works. Why this Harvard sleep researcher's discovery is making big pharma executives panic. So this is very aggressive copy. This tends to work a lot better in US markets, as you can tell. Like UK markets just don't seem, their bullshit meters work different to like US people. Like, this just wouldn't work as well in the UK. I'm not saying it doesn't work. Advertorials still 100% work in the UK, but this more like really salesy stuff doesn't work as well in the UK. But we've got a little lead. So this is like a kind of story lead. Found herself staring at her bedroom ceiling again, mentally calculating how many hours of sleep she might get before her 7 a.m. presentation. Sound familiar? If you're one of the 68 million Americans lying awake night after night, desperately searching for a natural sleep aid on your phone while your partner sleeps peacefully beside you, what I'm about to share with you could finally end your sleepless nightmare. So the shocking truth. So this full part here, what's this? I want you to answer this before I say it. What part of the landing page is this? If you're thinking to yourself, this is the mechanism, you're correct. But if we go deeper, this is the mechanism of the problem, and it could also be problem agitation. So this is the real reason why you can't sleep, why your current sleep solution is actually making things worse. So we're diving into the mechanism here. Now, this is the mechanism of the solution. All of this part here, because it's showing us why our one works better than previous ones. Again, we've got everything down, and this is pretty much it. And then your exclusive, your offer section. Different advertorials look different. Like some of them don't really have like an offer section. Some of them have just got this like floating add to checkout. But there's some of them like at the bottom of it, it will have like maybe three offers, like buy one, buy two, buy three. There will be different offers on it. So you need to kind of edit that part as per the offer. But for these, the main thing that you need to do, you don't actually need to edit a lot of this. If you're working with a brand that has really specific like case studies they want to use, and they've maybe got really specific like clinical results, obviously you need to edit that part in, but this gives you the bare bones. But the main thing that you need to worry about is these parts, and also the overall like angle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how we could write this with a specific angle, because I just showed you that just to show you what it comes out like. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come over to my VSL prompt. We're going to put in, I'm going to say, write a 3-minute VSL script on the angle of let's say like sleep deprivation is going to be like that angle of lying awake, because I liked that at the start of the one. It was like lying awake at night, counting the hours till you need to get up for work, because that is like really similar to like what loads of people experience. So let's put that in. So what I'm going to show you here is, imagine we'd written a few VSL scripts with this angle, right? We're not caring about the VSL script, we're caring about like the angle that this thing is like targeting, right? So obviously if we had a VSL script, maybe in this ad we would have a few different hooks and a few different variations of it. But what I'm going to show you here is how we can use this VSL to add into our advertorial prompt. So I'm going to put this, when this finishes, this is our full VSL script. Boom. Grab that, put that in there. We've also got our brand brief here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over to my projects and I'm going to grab my AI operator advertorials. So I'm going to say, write me a 1500 word advertorial for this sleep supplement. Then I'm going to put my sleep supplement brand brief in. Then I'm going to say, we are running this advertorial on this VSL script. The angle we're targeting is, and I'll just put an angle, is the counting hours angle. Fuck off. Is this, and then I'm going to put in the full script. Because then what we've done here is we've given it context on the offer, and we've also given it context on the actual ad that's going to be running to this VSL. Because one big thing, especially when you're selling to cold traffic, that helps the conversions is like congruence. Congruence, hopefully I'm saying that right, is like your ad speaks about one thing, then your landing page speaks about the exact same thing. Like sometimes, let's say an e-commerce brand is like a knee massager. The product is called knee massager, right? But there might be multiple different angles and ICPs that who's going to use this knee massager. There might be people who have just had surgery that want to use it to build up their knee muscles. There might be old people who just have pain in their knees, right? So if we have two ads, the pain in the knees and the surgery one, and they both run to this simple landing page or product page that says knee massager, it's going to work not too bad. But let's say we have the knee pain ad and then the surgery ad. Knee pain ad runs to an advertorial that talks about knee pain and how this product helps knee pain. The surgery ad runs to the surgery advertorial that talks about how this product helps with surgery. What do you think is going to convert better? Obviously, it's the ones that are congruent. So this is now talking about this exact problem, the 2 a.m. math problem that's destroying your sleep. So I'm not really a fan of that. I would maybe make this a little bit more simple. But again, this is going to go through that exact angle. I'm just going to say, give me another 5 headlines that really call out that laying awake, counting hours problem. I'm just going to keep them simple. Simplicity scales. The midnight hour count that's keeping you up. This could actually be pretty cool. If I fall asleep now, I get 4, and then put this in like quotes, and then say, so I'm going to say, use this one, put this in quotes, then add another little sub-headline to it. Because that could be good. Like, it's as if we're like reading their mind. It's like, oh, if I fall asleep now, I'll get 4 hours and 23 minutes. Why this midnight math is actually making your insomnia worse. It's not bad. But you get the idea. So we can actually use the ads and the VSLs to then write the advertorial so that it's all congruent. So that is your advertorials. Or if you're just running the similar ads and you want to test angles on your advertorials, you've got the same ad that runs 2 different advertorials. So one kind of more broad ad about sleep disruption, and then we've got multiple advertorials that all target slightly different types of sleep disruption. In that case, what you could do is you could give it the VSL script, and then you could say, I want this advertorial to be on X angle. Then I want another one on Y angle. And that's how you test. So that's advertorials. In the next one, we're going to go for another type of advertorial, which is called a listicle. And I will see you guys in that video.